Alright, let's get started. Sorry, welcome everyone. I hope everyone's well today. Happy New Year, yay! I know some of you are still in last year, but don't worry, I think you go... what's the latest time? Give me 2 seconds, let's find out. There we go. I think two more hours and you'll be fine. I think Fiji is already on today. Yeah, Fiji is on today. So, yeah. Alright, cool. So, yeah, Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you've had a wonderful start to the year, and hopefully 2024 was actually good for you. Now, I just realized I am missing a couple of things on my stream. Give me 2 seconds whilst I fix this up very, very quickly. It won't take too long. I just got to have the chat on these particular screens. Alright. Alright, cool. That's all done. We've got the debug mode started up. Alright, and we're going to go into this and go localhost. We're going to go schedule, not schedule, sorry, sprints. We're having a look at the sprints. And we're going to implement the final sort of move. So at the moment, if we move something in there and we hit refresh, nothing changes. So we're going to kind of fix that up. What will actually happen is when object moves, what it'll do is it will A, create new link, and 2, delete the old link. If relevant. So, for example, if I move this task under this project, it doesn't need to delete any other old information because it just doesn't exist, which is perfectly fine. So, yeah, let's get started. So, we've got the render blank go. Alright, so that's rendering the blank. Alright, so yeah, I'm trying to remember what we were doing. It was last year that we did this. I've already had to use that joke. Yeah, sorry. Needed to say it. Alright, so if I move this task into here, oh, sorry, object can't be moved. Edit is, alright, yep. I've moved the wrong one. That one. So that one's there. Okay, cool. And we're just on our first ad break of the year. I'm going to quickly run and get myself a drink, so I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Oh. Okay. Oh, sorry, I forgot to get myself water before the stream. I'm also a little bit late because I've been playing around with my NAS, or, well, sadly not playing around with it. So I've been running around my house. I have three places where I bunch up my cords. One is right behind me in that little black box there. You can see some cords along with some exercise equipment there. Another one is in a cupboard, and another one is in my drawer. So it took me about half an hour to find a power cord, and I don't know why it took me so long. I just didn't see the cord. Wasn't wearing my glasses, that's why. And then I realized I needed an Ethernet cable, and I haven't bought one in such a long, or used one in such a long time. I didn't know if I have one. Turns out I don't. So I now have to, I've ordered one, but I realized after the order that it won't come in for another, another couple of days. So I'm just like, I might ride to Officeworks and get another one. I don't know. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, going with this, we're perfectly fine with this. We're not using the modal, so I'm gonna get rid of that. So we're gonna have to put this in two places. So this one just needs a delete functionality. So when it drops in, it handles the move, which is perfectly fine. And then remove the old object assignment. And we just need an Ajax. Sorry, axis call. Oh. Hang on, just wait. Yep. And hey, CM Griffin, how are you going? Thank you very much for the raid. How's your new year? You just started the new year, didn't you? Howdy, howdy. So yeah, welcome everyone. I'm Robotic Head. I am working on a project management system called NearBeach. So from here, what you can do is you can get organization customers. From there, you can build your own Kanban boards. You can gather user requirements and break them down into requirement items. From there, you can create new projects and tasks. And when you're ready to deploy anything, you've got requests for changes, just in case any of you have to deal with cab before. So yeah, yep, exactly. Fair enough. Welcome to 2025. I nearly said 2015. My brain. So yeah, we are all a year older. Yay. Yep. I've been in 2025 for 19 hours. So yeah, I'm a little ahead of everyone. You forgot our birthday, Veg. 2 years old. Yeah. So yeah, and oh, sorry. This is Socks. She's currently blocking my my iPad, so I do apologize. I do actually have the people who are following. Thank you very much for the follow, Cotter. And sorry, Socks, you. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, I am terrible with names. I do apologize. Yash Man India and my secure gift. Thank you very much for the follow. I do hope you guys enjoy my content. So yes, welcome. And this cat is my cat Socks. She likes to cause trouble on stream, so you'll hear every now and then soft little bumps. It's just her knocking the microphone. The louder bumps are usually me. And yeah, she doesn't meow too much on stream, which is nice. So yeah. Cat's like, nah, brah, this is my spot. Yeah, pretty much. She'll also sit on my mouse and on my keyboard. So yeah, welcome everyone. Yeah, so today what I'm doing is I'm working on the sprint functionality. Now, I'm just realizing that this didn't compile correctly because we're in the middle of writing some code, so it compiled not compiled code. So you fixing that? Yes. So the drag and drop issue is all fixed now. And now I've just got to tell the backend, hey, I've moved these around. Can you delete this and can you add this? So that's our aim today. So yeah, I can grab this. I can now place it under here, and it works perfectly. And place it under there, and yeah, grab this and be like, all right, I want to put it on the root and so forth like that. So yeah. All right. Yes, I've been using Linux for nearly 21 years now. Actually, no, over 21 years now. I started using it back in 2003. So, yeah, August 2003. I don't know why I remember the month. I just do. So, yeah, I got a copy of Knoppix, I think it was, on, like, PC Mag or something like that, which was a magazine in Australia. As long as they're like, fair enough. Fair enough. Back then, it was the kernel 2.4. And you had to manually mount the USBs. So when the kernel 2.6 came out with when they automated that, that was amazing. So yeah. Was it Barrel that got you hooked? Knoppix was Barrel was amazing. So I think I really enjoyed it because it was different to Windows and stuff like that. Yeah, I just liked playing around with it and being able to customize it and stuff like that. I then ended up on Debian, and then when Ubuntu came out, I started using New Year. I read Happy New Year. When I started using Debian, but when Ubuntu came out, I started using that. And yes, Happy New Year, everyone. So yeah, hopefully everyone's New Year's going good. Mine is. Did not get drunk last night, which was great. We played AD&D, which is Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, and none of my characters died. So I'm like, yes, I'm learning. Don't have much health. But the character survived, alright? I don't mind Ubuntu. I'm very vanilla when it comes to the operating systems and stuff nowadays. I'm no longer jumping into the operating system and tweaking it as I used to when I was a lot younger and had a lot more free time. So yeah, I'll talk about the South African guy who invested heavily. You've been using Linux since... Okay, fair. I'm assuming you've been using Linux since 93? Damn. But only as a primary OS since Windows 10 came out. Oh, fair enough. Days, months, years, decades, centuries. 1993, yeah. Damn. I don't want to know what it was like back in 93. I mean, back in 2003, it had some issues. However, it crashed a lot less than our Windows computer did, so I was happy. So, yeah. You use Arch, by the way? Oh, fair enough. Arch does have some really good documentation. I remember reading the Arch documentation to get some system administration under my belt. So, yeah. My secure gift says, I use all three major platforms. Fair enough. Fair enough. I do know there's other... usual viewers who use one of the Fedora, the immutable versions, and I forgot what it was called. So yeah. Anyway, reinstalling Arch. Fair enough. I've yet to use it, so yeah. One day I'll jump into it. So if I've got a spare PC, I'll do it. I'll have fun with it. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna quickly jump back into this. So the idea at the moment, if I'm just gonna bump the console over here. We're just gonna delete it. So at the moment, we're actually sending no data to the back end or anything like that. So that's why if I move that and refresh, it goes back to its initial state. All I need to do is send to the back end, hey, we're just going to delete this little bit of data and we've got to add this little bit of data. And that's an Axios call. Sorry, that's an Ajax call. And we're using Axios. So, yeah. I've only tried Mac OS Catalina last. I do actually have a Mac. I got a Mac for work. So, yeah. And hey, they paid for it, so I'm happy. I do actually have my M1. I did get my M1. Once again, that was for work, but I did pay for that one. Alright, so getting back into this, we want to go Axios post. I'm just putting something there. We don't actually have any data to send at the moment, so I'm just... I do have a feeling we do need to send some data, so I'm just doing that at the moment. Dot. Now, we won't need to do anything if it comes back successful, because we've already been like, all right, cool, we're going to assume everything's going to work perfectly fine. However, if there is an error, we do need to tell the user. And we're currently using toasts, so we'll have little toasts pop in the bottom right that will be like, all right, this is done successfully and so forth like that. So, yep. have to use and support all three for work as I'm in IT tech. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Dispatch. So we're dispatching a new toast. We've got a header. Failed updating sprint. We're just gonna very short title message. Sorry. Oops. Sorry. Moving the object failed. Error. And we just passed through the error. Now we've got a message. What we want extra classes to be background danger. So that would make it red. Delay would be 0. So the delay is the delay of closing. If it's 0, it never closes. And then we don't need a unique thing. That will be perfectly fine. So we've got that at the moment. And a beginning dev. I'm assuming you're supporting a beginning dev. That's awesome. Okay. Just to run. Sorry, I'm also catching up with chat too, so I do apologize if you said something and I've skipped it. I do. I'm not used to this many chat messages, so yeah. Q and X. Okay. Hang on, I'll BlackBerry QNX embedded OS. Oh. Wait, it's still being released? Oh, embedded systems. Alright, yeah. Alright, cool. So it's not the phones. Wow. Yeah, I've definitely not tried this. No, you're a beginner dev. Okay, cool. Now that's awesome. How are you enjoying dev? You only use Linux? Oh, fair enough. As I'm in tech, fair enough. So I use Mac and Linux. Windows doesn't want to be installed on this particular computer. I actually have legit copies of Windows. So I'll have the ISO, sorry. I'll put it on a USB stick, I plug it in, it goes through its installation process, it gets up to the disk, and it's always like, I just can't find the disks, and I'm like, alright. And then I can't be bothered. I tried to fix the problem, and it just doesn't want to install, and I'm like, you know what? I haven't needed to use Windows for well over a year now. So, as in tech, Unix. I have a lot of, I have an iOS of Windows. Fair enough. You were enjoying development. Oh, that's good to hear. So, yeah. What's that? A matchstick? Sorry, I don't understand what your question is. Yash. Alright, so going over here, we've got this. Now, what we're replicating here, if we actually go into the list of objects, let's open up a project 6 and let's go down into linked objects, is linking objects. So this requirement item is a parent of this project, which is a parent of these two particular tasks. So we just need to hit the same endpoint and give it the same data and be like, hey, listen, can you delete this particular link? And can you add this particular link? So a good example is, if we go into here, let's actually go into a task. The current object is parent of, sorry, I was meant to actually click task. I'm just going to click on shoulder face, and we're going to go to the network tab. We're going to delete that. I'm just going to open up this. So this is the URL. So it goes object data. We've got a destination, which is the project information page. location ID, which is number 6, which is this particular project. We've got the add link, and then in the request itself, we're going, all right, cool. We've got a task 5, and it's a parent object of, and that's how we're going to do it. So yeah, that should be quite simple to do. So I'm just going over here. I'm just going to copy this value. We're going to go over here. We're going to paste it in. Easy done. We're just going to be like bang and go this.root URL. We might not have root URL in this. I'm quickly just double checking. We don't, but for us to get it, so you might, for those who don't know how this particular map get function works, I've set up NearBeach to use VueJS. So if I scroll down, let's say we've got a couple of components like this, like so, and I've got a little bit of data. In this sort of case, it's root URL. I don't want to send the data down like this. It's very inefficient, especially if you're dealing with a lot of components on the page. And what I would do is I would send it up to VueJS, all right, and then I can call it, and I can grab it down here. And I've got a getter action just called get, and then usually I have the variable name. Oh, what's that? Oh, a match. Oh, sorry. I was totally not thinking of when I read what's that, a matchstick. Yes, sorry. Yeah, I fidget a lot. You'll also see me play with the Rubik's Cube and stuff like that. So yeah, I will throw this around constantly and I drop it even more. So, alright, getting back into this. So what I'm doing is I'm contacting the VueJS here. I'm like, get the root URL from the VueJS, and I'm just placing into a variable called root URL so this component can use it. And then we're using it here. Now, we'll need to deal with this and this, and that should be it, almost it. And then we've got to deal with the data to send dot set. So we've got to set the type. So data to send dot set, and then we've got to send, actually that's the destination. So I'm just using this at the moment to sort of be like, all right, cool, this is what I need to fill out. So forth like that. So yeah. Okay. So the current I'm just going back into here. I'm double checking everything. So the name is actually the task, and then we've got the ID, and then the object relation. So I've got that a little wrong. Not a problem. Object relation, and we know it will be a parent of. And I'm realizing I'm doing this in the wrong component. Good thing I found out now. All right, sorry about that. There it is, in the right component. I'm gonna minimize this. And hey, the bub I know, how are you going? Hoping you're having a good and happy new year. Yes, yes I am. I also, talking about random news and stuff like that, I also, this orange thing behind me is my new NAS. So no longer will I have external hard drives, and I've got a couple of external hard drives full of old photos and stuff like that. It'll all belong on that thing. And the funny story is, what's it running? FreeNAS? No, it's not running FreeNAS. Is it OpenNAS? TrueNAS? Give me a second. My friend set it up for me. Unraid. So yeah, it's running this. Yeah, Unraid. So yeah, data hoarder nerd. Oh, fair enough. Yep, I don't blame you. So yeah, and happy Yasha. How are you going? Happy New Year. Hopefully you're going well. We're just talking about my new NAS. Oh, yeah, that's it. There we go. So it's my old computer. The orange outside case is new in the sense that we, my friend had the same case but on orange, and we put orange on there because it looks cooler. Yeah. Unraid's pretty straightforward and great for first NAS. Yeah. So I've got to play around with it. So one very minor problem, very minor problem. It has nothing to do with the system, has nothing to do with Unraid or anything like that. So I get the computer, I take it home. It doesn't have a Wi-Fi card anymore. My friend was like, yeah, you just use Ethernet and stuff like that. I don't have an Ethernet cord at all. I've got the power cord for it. I don't have an Ethernet cord. And I haven't used an Ethernet cord in so long, it's not funny. And I'm scrounging around my house looking for one. I just don't have one. I've had to order off Amazon. So, yeah. Make one? I am not that skilled to make an Ethernet cord. So, well, 2 telephone cables, yeah. I have a telephone cable, but that wasn't working with it. And I'm like, yeah, that was a long shot. So what I'll do, I'll probably actually ride down to like Officeworks or something like that tomorrow and just pick one up. And it's okay if I've got a spare one. I thought I had one. I was like, I am very certain my modem came with one and I put it somewhere. No, can't find it. Alright, so going with this. So we're hitting this when we're moving, let's say, this particular task into here. Or we're moving a task from here into here. So we're hitting that particular function. And if we go into the Vuex, alright, that's an annoying issue. I don't know why that's the tooltip's still staying up. Like, go away. Go away! Alright, fine, I'll refresh. It's not refreshing because I've got these in here. Alright. That should compile now. And welcome, Radically Emo. Put a link to your Twitch on YouTube. I was watching you on YouTube. It felt so lonely to be there. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you chat over there. Yes, I am doing on Switch. That is actually a good idea. Give me a couple of seconds. I'm actually logging into my NearBeach, but the one problem is, I've also got client stuff up here, and I kind of don't want to accidentally dox them. Right. For those wondering, I actually use NearBeach to help build NearBeach and stuff like that. So I've got the YouTube, implement Nightbot commands on YouTube. Alright, cool. I do have it in here. Implement. Actually, I won't do that. I will actually put a link to the Twitch account on YouTube. cool. But yeah, there it is. So I use my own what I'm building to also, you know, organize myself and also help build it. So anyway, welcome Radically Emo. I'm terribly sorry I didn't see your YouTube comments. Yeah, I need to set this up. I needed like another monitor with all the chats and stuff like that. So yeah, I've got one chat over here and I've got the YouTube chat over there. So I do apologize about that. Alright, getting back into this. So if we move simple task down into here and we click on that, if I go into here, we actually record that information in the mouse down. So we're moving it from project only admin, which should be a parent object ID of 1. So we want to delete that one. And we want to add in when we land into the project QA team. So that will be the new IDs and stuff like that. So it'll be this particular ID. So yeah, this will be this.object type, this.object ID. Yep, and what we're moving is the mouse down stuff. So data to send.set, this dot empty object type, this dot empty object ID. If I've got this correct, hopefully I do first shot, because that would be awesome. Okay, so we've got all that sort of set up. Oops, that's actually meant to be in quotations. Like so. So handle the process of moving the object. All right, update. Yep. So that just updates the VueJS, so the stored stuff, stored data, and then this will handle. Actually, that should. I'll probably write the comment in a minute. That should add in the link. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to have network on. I'm going to hit this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move simple task into project QA team. So it does say that it is a success. It's a task 3. And parent object of. And if I hit reload, it now appears. Simple task now appears in both, and that's mainly because I was like, all right, sweet, we haven't deleted it from up here, which is our next step. So I'm just going to delete this one. Now it deletes both of them, so we've got to kind of fix up that issue too, because we've only just implemented the child objects in here. So yes. Okay. Okay. So that's fine. Let's go into here. I'm just going to hit delete. And we're going to do the same sort of process here too. So I want to copy this. All right, cool. Copy value. Oh, and we've just hit an ad break. So yeah, for those on YouTube, I run ad breaks on Twitch every 30 minutes so that anyone who sort of joins the stream is not hit with an ad. So yeah, whilst the ads are running, I tend to do this. So I'm just duplicating that tab because I realized the other day it should be over here too, along with all of this. Oh God, I've mucked it up. All right, that's not what I want. Sorry, I'm just playing with this. All right, cool. There you go. I'm playing with my whole setup. Where was I? Yeah, I currently run ads and stuff like that. So, yeah. Anyway, let's quickly do the cube as fast as possible. So, yeah. As I don't get to see you as much anymore and happens to be slow, Happy New Year and hope things are going great. Now time to try and sleep with people doing fireworks. Hey, how are you going? So yeah, I'm assuming everything's all well now. I don't want to accidentally dox where you are. So I'm hoping all of that's all settled. So yeah, it's nice seeing you. Alright, alright. Oh, I should check when the ads are over. Oh, ads are over. Things have been good living in the new state. Oh, that's great to hear. So, yeah, I'm glad to hear that. But yeah, I'm assuming it is a completely early in the morning. I'm just looking up. Oh, yeah, not too bad, 12:30. Alright, not too bad. Love the new job, a ton of learning so much stuff. Oh, that's great to hear. So, yeah, that's awesome to hear. 12:34. Ah, yeah. Not too bad. Not too bad. So, yeah, a lot better than. I'm just going on a rant with time zones at the moment. All right, this is Lord Howe Island, New South Wales. All right, I want you guys to see this. This island here has the same time as Sydney, which has the same time as Melbourne. All right, but you go a little bit over here. There's half an hour difference. Why isn't there half an hour difference here? Why isn't there half an hour difference between... It just drives me nuts. It's just one of the quick rant. I'll end it there. But, you know, the US... I actually don't know the US time zones. I really don't. I know Hawaii. It's still last year. Yeah. Oh, okay. Time zones suck, yes. Yeah, I had to do a massive test for time zones to the point we were using VPNs and stuff like that to sort of put ourselves in Western Australia and so forth like that. Okay, you guys have it. Alright, that's actually pretty simple. That's really nice. That's not that bad. If we go, this is gonna annoy people. There's also another time zone down here. Oh, hang on. I forgot how to spell the name. Yeah. Just also don't look at the borders of of Australia. Especially Western Australia compared to the Northern Territory and South Australia, where the line goes up here, I don't know, and across over here, and then back up here. It's amazing. Gotta love it. Anyway, there's this down here, and I keep UCLA. So it's 522. And it's 4:37. All right. So there's UCLA. There's Perth. So there is actually another little time zone in here. Just to, you know, no more fireworks. Anyway, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm glad that everything's coming up Millhouse. So yeah. and hopefully there will be another time you'll be able to join. So yeah, anyway, thank you very much. Alright, so a little bit of a tangent, my little rants about time zones. Alright, let's go in here. So remove link, we're going to remove the link. So what we're doing is, if we have a look in here, we've got the project and remove link. So that will be that line. And then it'll be link ID and link connection. So something different. Alright, data to send. So we're naming this one data to remove. So, yeah. Now, we've got it as link ID. Which will be, so that's 5 and task. So when I remove it from here, it will be part of that task. So it'll be the this.md object ID and data to remove.set link connection. This.md object type. And then all we need to do, oh yeah, don't forget to drop, everyone, exclamation point drop followed by your favorite emoji. I am doing Judgmental Lily. We have to beat Nightbot. Nightbot likes to cheat. So Axios post. Once again, we're going to go this root URL, object data. Once again, it's going to be this dot object. Oh, it's not going to be this dot object type. It's actually going to be where we've come from. So if I go here, let's add in another object. Do I have simple task on there? No, I don't. I'm going to click simple task. I need to add pagination in there. And thank you very much for the follow, Sodium Overdose. And I think I miss Ductory Danny. Thank you also for the follow. So yeah, greatly appreciated, everyone. So if I can't move simple task up here because it's in 2 different spots. Because yeah, we put it in like that. Alright, not a problem. But if I do that, I can at least see. So yeah, we've got the parent object. That's it, perfect. So this.md parent object. So MD is just mouse down, parent object type, followed by this.md parent object ID, and then it's remove link, if memory serves me correctly. Yep. And then we go data to remove. Alright, stop catch, and then we have the error. And the error is just going to be the same error up here. With, oops, that. I don't know why it's tabbed in like that, but hey, that's an easy fix. And sorry, I'm just having a quick think, because there is a bug at the moment in here. I'll move this to the right. So, and we can certainly close that. So at the moment, we've got simple task. And the idea is, I don't want simple task in this particular one on this particular sprint. And that's perfectly fine. I can hit delete and go, yes, and we should remove it. But at the moment, it's removing both of them. And then when I add that back in, it's adding it to both of them. When in reality, I should be just deleting that one line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to that because I do want to test this other thing first. Now, do I have shoulder face on there? I don't think I've got shoulder face, so I'm going to add in shoulder face directly. So if I move shoulder face down into here, we've got shoulder face. I forgot which one. I moved the wrong one, sorry. There we go. There's shoulder face. And if I move shoulder face up here, it moves up there. So we've got shoulder face in project only admin. Now it's in both. Alright, so I'm not deleting it from down here. Okay, that is something I gotta fix right now. So let's add in a new image. So there it is. If I put it into here, we've got to... Okay, cool. In the case we are moving from a parent from the root directory, I can't spell. In the case we are moving from the root directory, we don't need to remove anything. So if this.md parent object ID equals 0, we're just returning. We don't need to do anything. So yeah. Okay. So that will fix the 403. I just got to fix this delete thing, but hang on, we'll upload image of a cat. So upload image of a cat, we'll go on down here, and that's perfectly fine. Then upload image of a cat, if I move it from down there to there, we've got add link and we've got remove link pass through. So if I click onto here, we've got link ID, and we've got task. And this should be for project 2. Yep. So we go down into here. We don't have any of that. And if I hit refresh, I've still got it here. Something's telling me that this is part of the SQL problem. All right, cool. I am going to quickly go to NearBeach. We're going to go to, not the views. Yes, the views. Sorry, my bad. Alright. No, that might be it. No, that would be... There we go. I'm just using that as a quick way to find this. So, a lot of the times we don't use... this is the only time we ever use... raw SQL in NearBeach. Otherwise, we're using ORM. So every other time we're actually contacting the database, we're using ORM. This is the only time we're using raw SQL, and that's because we're doing something very specific. And thank you very much for the follow, Tristan Armstrong. Welcome, welcome. I do hope you are enjoying my content. Now, I'm going to say I do apologize. This is going to be like bright mode. Sorry. I will eventually reinstall BStudio. Okay, so in here, I'm doing that as an 8. In here we do have, I forgot to do one thing. So yeah, all right. And OA, all right, cool. And OA dot is deleted equals. This is going to be false, so it should be a 0. And I think this is just a bug I've done. It's going to go there. Oops. Oh, hold on. Sorry. We don't need to worry about it in the requirements. But we should also make... Alright, cool. So what I'm going to do... I'm going to do that very quickly. We're just going to place it in. So I soft-delete stuff in NearBeach. The idea being if someone's accidentally deleted something, a system administrator can come in and be like, alright, yep, this is easy. I'm just going to flip this bit. And you'll get your data back. So what we've done is we've told the backend, hey, this is deleted. It's flagged it as OA is deleted. All right, cool. That's now a 1. We're not filtering those out. So I think that's the bug. So if I hit refresh, we've got shoulder face down here. We've got simple task. We've got add an image. I'm going to move add an image down here. So we've got add an image down there now. I should, sorry, bump that to the right so you guys can see. So we've got add an image down at the bottom. I'm just going to hit refresh. We don't have added the image at the top and we do have it down there. All right, cool. So that is working how we want it to. So the next thing I want to do is if I delete this, I only want it to delete it under this particular one. So if we have a look at the network, and I'm on the network tab, so that's why I couldn't find it. I'm gonna hit yes. So what's that doing is we're going and removing from sprint. So we're removing that object from the sprint. However, if it's in, that's perfectly fine if it's only in one spot. So for example, task administrator is only in one spot. We just want to delete it and we're happy with that. And then when we re-add it back in, it'll be perfectly fine. However, I think in the special case where you've got an object that's in 2 different locations, we should remove that old link. Which will be very easy to do. Famous last words. All right, so getting back into this, we can now ignore that. We've fixed that one other issue. So going into this, when we hit the delete, it goes into the confirm delete. All right, now that's on a separate component at all. Okay, so one way to find that. Oh. Well, all right. No, it must be a very generic modal. Confirm, remove. There you go. I'm going to put this up over here. Now, I want to see how many places actually use this. So what I'm going to do, confirm object remove. All right, so it's only used in one place, which is the Gantt chart, which is good. So we can go in and be like, all right, cool, we're going to assume that we're removing this particular object. We can use our tools that we've already built to be like, all right, cool, let's do all this. So we've got remove object. we've got the toast popping up, which pops up in the bottom right. Got all this. We've got the axes. What we need to do. So we need to determine. We need to determine if we're removing the object from Sprint or removing the OA, which is the object association. So I'm just going to write in two functions. Like so. Now, technically, this actually belongs. Sorry, I'm just going to paste these after. I like things in alphabetical order. Makes it a lot easier for me to find. So, straight off the bat, all of this code can get moved into here. Perfectly fine. Alright, and then we'll have other code for the removal from the association, and we'll quickly figure out how we're going to do that. Here's Ox. Yeah, alright, cool. Give me. So, the easy way to figure out removal from object is we're actually got a function. And in the function, we've got object by data. We've got get Gantt chart data by object. And what we're looking at is the object ID and the object type, and we filter for everything like that. Now, in a couple of the cases, so for example, I'm going to hit no there. For a simple task, it will actually return 2 rows because it'll be in 2 different locations. So in this specific case, what we're wanting to do is remove the OA. And the reason being is we still want it connected to the Sprint. And that you've stated that you do want this particular object in the Sprint, but you no longer want this particular object under this project or requirement item. So we're like, well, we'll get rid of it from the OA. However, if it's a single task there and you're like, all right, cool, we're getting rid of it, you're not necessarily saying that you're getting rid of it from the OA. You're actually saying, no, we're just removing it from the Sprint for the moment. We might have it in another Sprint, which is perfectly fine. So going in here, what we can do is we can call this function, we can send it the object ID and the object type. It'll come back. If there's a 1, we'll remove that 1. If there's 2, we'll remove just the one which we've selected on the parent ID one. And we've got to figure out how we're passing all of that information in. I just need the parent information, and we'll figure out how in a minute, hopefully. So what I want to do is I want to write this out as a comment. All right, so a simple if there is more than one instance of an object in this sprint, I.E, they are a child component of multiple objects, we would only want to remove the object association, as the user is defining they don't want that object under that object as a child object. If there is only one instance of an object, we just remove the object from the sprint, which is pretty simple to do. So what we want to do, no, that will be a const. We're not changing anything. I'm trying to remember what, I'm just going to say list at the moment. We'll figure a better name in a second. $store.getters dot is get object list. No, it's not. Get Gantt chart data by object ID. All right, cool. And we're just going to paste that in. Now we know the ID and stuff like that. It's pretty much just this. So we've got ID and object type. So this dot object ID, this dot object type. He's done, and that comes back. And then I don't know if we can do the length straight away. So what we want is I'm just going to go object list, and then if object list dot length equals, I'm going to say greater than 1. I'm going to go this dot remove object association and then just return. And then this dot remove object from sprint. Okay, cool. Easy done. Yeah, that will work. That will still hit here, but I don't know how I'm going to get the parent information. And I think I just want to see one thing. So we're going to go on this particular page with, ooh, I am sorry. Sometimes this happens. Hasn't happened in a while. All right, I'm still streaming. Cool. Gonna close that, gonna close that. Sorry about that. Every now and then Firefox will do that. And I don't know why. All right, on here, what I'm actually looking for, is if I click on a particular thing on this delete, will it actually update my VueJS? So my storage, the mouse down stuff. So usually if I click down here, you'll notice it actually updates all of this. And I just want to see if that actually happens when I click on this. No, it doesn't. It doesn't update any of that. However, we have a confirmed delete. And what I could potentially do is I can add 2 more fields in there. Now, if those particular fields aren't used anywhere else, that's perfectly fine. They'll just be invisible everywhere else. However, I can use this where I can send up the parent object ID and the parent object type. So, yeah, I'm going to do that. So, do we want to go, and I know there's an ad break going to start soon, so I am just going to get everything set up very quickly. And I'm realizing I'm watching myself. All right, cool. Oh yeah, that's definitely going to start soon. So, and hello, Nearman. How are you going? Please take you under the wing. I've been doing this for years now. I'm not the best, but yep. Small little problems. I like tackling small little problems. I'm literally waiting for the ads to start. And welcome, Globe Rambler. Welcome. I do hope you are enjoying my content. These ads should be starting any minute now. Ah, they are starting. Oh, it hasn't told me. Oh, there we go. Now it is. There. Cool. Ad time. All right. Sweet. How's everyone going? I am opening up my VueJS confirm delete. All right, cool. So we've got that sort of set up and stuff like that. All right. And yeah, Nirman, you don't need to worry about ad time because you're on YouTube. I don't have ads on YouTube because I don't have enough subscribers and views and stuff like that. So you get it for free. Those who are on Twitch, those who have got Turbo, ad block or other sort of the subscribed and stuff like that, you won't see ads either. So whilst the ads are happening, I don't want others to miss out, so I am going to solve a Rubik's Cube. A 4x4 to be precise. So I'm just going to do this, going to do that. Ooh, we can do that straight away. It's been a while since I've been able to do that. So we've got that set up, and then I can do that like that, and then I just need to. And we have Socks joining us. Hopefully she doesn't sit on anything. All right, I think those are the last two. Hang on a minute before I do anything. That needs to be switched around like that. No, there's another one. There is another one in here. Because I've got orange, white. Yeah, alright, cool. And I think the ad's just finished. Yes, alright, welcome back everyone. Alright, cool. Almost did the cube. So, going back into here, this, your second year comm science, oh, fair enough. Yeah, my recommendation is just build something. Don't build something giant or big. Something you can get done in, let's say, a couple of hours or a day, and then find another little tiny thing to build. Just something fun to build. And as you're going along building these things, after a while, I would recommend coming back to the first one and being like, I've learned a lot. Let's build this better. And just build it from scratch again, better. So, yeah. Alright, so we got project object ID, and that will be, not project, sorry, parent. Bit of cat hair in my mouth. And then we want parent object type, and that's going to be nothing. And then we've got the update, confirm, delete. So we've got all of those. Now, in reality, we don't know if there is going to be a parent object ID and a parent object type. We can do, we can check for that in here and make sure if it is there. I think, yeah, we're going to check for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and state const parent object ID equals payload.parent object ID. If parent object ID does not equal null and parent object ID does not equal undefined, and parent object, or actually if we're sending through the parent object ID is 0 and this, then we do want those to pass through. We're only concerned if it's set to nothing. Oh, cheers, yeah. Well, I'm hoping the advice helps, so yeah. We then want to go state.parent object ID equals parent object ID. State.parent object type equals payload dot. And, ooh, Massatech, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome everyone. I hope you're going well. Happy New Year. I am pretty sure the vast majority of people are in the new year. I think Hawaii. I'm in Hawaii. How they are there just under an hour, so they're still last year. So, yep. How's everyone going? Welcome. What were you up to in your stream? Parent object type. Now, I'm just having a thing quickly. I know this is going to bite me somewhere. Doing well, was coding a bit until like an hour ago, which was the new year for me. Oh, fair enough, yep. And had a few beers and more. Oh, fair enough. I didn't drink much last night, so which was nice. But yeah, I've been in the new year for 20 hours, but then again, I'm Australian. We're always ahead in the future. So yeah, how's it going there? Yeah, it's going great. It's going great. Can't complain. I've been running around like mental today, so I had to cycle to pick up my car because I left left it somewhere else. I left it somewhere else before Christmas, so I had to go and pick it up. And then I finally... Oops, where's my mouse? I was looking at the wrong thing there. I finally... Oh, wrong side. Sorry. Finally got my NAS. So, yeah, it's... technically 3 drives in there at 3 terabytes each. So I'll have 6 terabytes in there. I need to play around with it. Now, I've hit one little problem. I don't have an Ethernet cord. I haven't had an Ethernet cord for a long time. So I've had to order an Ethernet cord. So I plugged it in, it booted up, it's just sitting there, and it can't connect to anything. So I'm just like, damn it. I did kind of want to play with it. So, yeah. I've got one coming. And I will probably ride down to like Officeworks or something like that just to get another one, because I'll probably be like tomorrow being like, I just want to play with it. Yeah. Alright, getting back into this, I am getting distracted. Sorry. Cat hair. So, if the POI is null or undefined, we're not making any changes. However, if it is... Actually, I do want to default it. So, if nothing comes through correctly, I want to default it. And that's a just in case thing. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, don't forget to drop everyone. We've got to beat Nightbot. Nightbot likes to cheat. So, exclamation point dropped followed by your favorite emoji. I'm doing shocked max. Always landing on the target, that Nightbot. Alright. So, we've got that. And yeah, by default, that will roll back to the default, which will be that, which I'm happy with. So we can pass through the confirm delete. So I just need to find this. We're only using it in one place at the moment. And I don't know. We've got the render Gantt row. We've got the parent ID. We've got the parent ID. So parent object ID this dot parent object ID parent object type this dot parent object type. Okay. So yeah, that's sending that data up. So it'll be up here, and then we'll be able to access it. So if we refresh everything, we've got it there. So if I click on simple task, boom, it fills it in. And then we just need to reference it. And then if I, for example, click on this one, it's going to default to that, and that's perfectly fine. So that then goes up to there. We've got the confirm object delete, which is this one. So we then got to remove object association. We've already technically did this code, so I'm just gonna, you know, we're just gonna copy. You have complicated time zones in Australia. Yes, we do, Global Rambler. I don't know if you were here just before about me complaining about them, but alright. For those who missed out, I'm going to do it again, and it's going to be quick. I've gotten this down very quickly. Howe Island. So Australia has an island in between Australia and New Zealand. Lord Howe Island. Rat-free since, I think, 2016. Don't ask me why I know that. There it is. Alright, not quite halfway. Anyway, so we've got Lord Howe Island, which is all the way out here. We've got Sydney, which is here. And we've got Melbourne, which is down here. There's Melbourne, right? All three have the exact same time zone. All right, the exact same time. So right now it's 8:13. It's going to be 8:13 at Lord Howe Island. If we look at Melbourne and then Adelaide, there's half an hour difference. Okay, cool. But this is the weird one. Ekula. All right? Ukula. Or however you're meant to pronounce it. All right, we've got time in Ukula. All right, at 5:58. Perth, which is in the same state of Western Australia, it is 5:13. All right, if we were to write that down, so if we go to, I'll just hit 5:58 minus 5:13. All right, that's going to be a 0 hour difference. We've got a 45-minute difference of a time zone. Yeah. And they're in the same state. We also had this lovely thing. Which of course is missing a few time zones and stuff like that. And I am excluding these particular time zones out there. So, yeah. And I don't know what that island is all the way out there. So, there's some I'm excluding from here. I just know Lord Howe and the mainland and stuff like that. So, yeah. Australian time zones. Have fun. I once had to test an application that had to deal with weather and time zones and stuff like that. That was weeks testing. That was annoying. So yeah, that's okay. I hope everyone can sleep better now. All right, remove object association. So data to remove. With the link ID, we've got to fix this all up. Because we want to remove it from the object ID and the object type, and then we're removing it from the parent object type and the parent object ID. And that will be, oh, actually, hang on. All right, that's impossible to hit. Parent object ID. All right, cool. And that should be it. We just need the parent object and stuff like that, but we've got map getters and stuff like that. LMNOP, so P. Parent. Ooh, we don't have anything set up for that yet. So I'm going to go into the confirm. We've got the object ID and stuff like that. Get confirm, delete object ID. All right, cool. We're going to go get confirm, delete parent object ID. And return state dot parent object ID, like so, easy done. And then get, sorry, I just saw your message. That Nightbot reminded me of my ex. Oh, fair enough. Get, hang on, confirm. All right, I'm just gonna copy this. I'm just gonna paste it in. Oh, I'm gonna hit all the incorrect keys, every single incorrect key. like that, and then we're going to go return, state.parent object type. Okay. Like so. And I go back to here. I'm just going to yank these two lines. I'm going to paste them after, and I'm just going to go parent object ID, parent object type, and then we're just going to go parent in here. Like so. So that should work. Now, the thing is, once it's done, we should remove it. But this will actually remove both. This will, yeah, it'll remove both, which is not fun to do. So if I hit refresh, let's bump this up to the right, and I'm like, all right, cool, simple task, that's in both of them. Let's hit that. We're gonna go, yep, we wanna remove that. I'm just double checking that this has got the task 2. Yep, all right, cool, yep. Data to send is not. All right, so I've made a mistake. Oh, I didn't do that correctly, did it? Hold on. Data to send is not defined, but it is defined. Oh, I just haven't closed the thing. All right, that's another thing I've got to do very, very quickly. So we go into here, remove object association, yada, yada, and then it'll be this.close modal. Okay, we've got to do remove the single row. Couple exclamation points, just make sure we all understand. So, waiting a couple of seconds, going to hit refresh. So we removed it from down here. So simple task is up here now. So if I actually hit that, that's actually going to hit the other one, and it's just going to work perfectly fine, and everyone's happy. But if I add it back in, a simple task. Now it's only going to be up there because we've already got that link in progress. Close modal reminds me of Honey. Cool. Fair enough. Like, do you mean Honey the app, that the PayPal app that nicks people's affiliates? Alright, so if I go into Project QA team and let's add this in. Alright, cool. What number is this one? Number 2. So linked objects, I'm just gonna be like, alright, cool. Project QA, we're gonna say current object is sub-object of that. So we're manually doing this, and the idea is when we refresh, because it's a sub-object, it automatically in the sprint goes, oh cool, you've got the we're looking for this particular simple task. Oh look, there's 2 connections, and it shows both of them. NearBeach, what you got this name? Where I got this name? I live near a beach, so it's not a far walk to a beach. So yeah, that's where I got the name. Yeah. That's that name creation. Yeah. It's just, I was like, oh, I live near beach. Cool, done. All right, so we're in here and I'm like, all right, cool. So I want to, let's say, delete simple task from down here again. So the project QA team is going to hit this and I'm going to go, yes. Now that's worked. However, we haven't removed it from here. So this is where I go back into this. And what we have, we've got a single remove Gantt chart single row. And the problem is, we're not sending an ID of that row at all. I mean, I could send up the parent information also. Which will work. That might actually have to be it. I might have to actually send up the parent information. Yep, that's just going to have to be it. So I'm just going to see how many places this actually is called. This is called in one place. So that's going to be easy. That is actually called in the confirm. Oh, easy. We can do this. The only time, because remember, not everything will have a parent ID. So a good example is if we go into here, this requirement doesn't have a parent ID. If I move this project to the root level, we've just removed that link from the requirement item, so it's no longer a sub-object of the requirement items. This now no longer has a parent ID, and we can see that in the data. So if we go, I'll move this onto the left. If we go into the Vuex and we go into the Gantt chart data, and then we have to go through all of these because I don't know what row it is. This one, yep. So we've got project ID 0 and parent object type has been null, and stuff like that. So, yeah. Yeah, we can easily do this. So parent object ID, that's going to be this dot parent object ID, and then we go parent object type, this dot parent object type. All right, cool. And then when we're confirming the deletion up here, we just got 2 extra conditions. Now, because we default out those conditions before, I'm not too worried about checking for an undefined null or anything like that, because I'm like, no, I've purposely done this to cover those bases. So yeah. It's amazing that only I customize VS Codium. Fair enough. I'm not using VS Code at the moment. I am using PyCharm. Full disclosure, because NearBeach is open source, I get an open source license. So I get it for free, essentially. Open source license, yeah. They did. They've recently changed their pricing and stuff like that. So these are the community programs. I'm not used to these pages. I haven't reread these pages. The JetBrains IDs can be customized too. So yeah, I'm very vanilla with my stuff at the moment. I just don't have enough time to customize stuff to make it look how I want it to. And make me do some curls. Alright, cool. We'll do that just before the ads are happening. I will do that now. I will actually go into standing mode too. Oop. Because I've got a standing desk. I'm just going to take the iPad. There we go. Oh yeah, that's as tall as it gets. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm okay with terminal curling. I'm not familiar enough with all the stuff you can do with it, but I'm not afraid of using a terminal curl. Yeah. And Nocturnal, how are you? Happy New Year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Oh. And Pip, how are you going? Happy New Year. So yeah, we're still ill, but better than we were. Oh, that's good to hear that you're getting better. Sorry you're still ill, but glad you're getting better. Did you do anything on New Year's, or did you just sleep? All right, we've got a little time before the ad break comes, so we're going to quickly do this. So we've got the conditions. So we got condition 3 equals payload.parent object type does not equal row.parent object type. And then condition 4 equals payload dot we've got to pass int dot parent object ID does not equal pass int row.parent object ID. Not the new one, sorry, that one. All right, cool. To condition 3 and condition 4. So that should do that. The cat's back. Oh yeah, she's. There's a very cute hamster. Say that life is simply take and not giving. The cat. Yeah. So yeah, for those wondering, this is Socks. She's actually been good tonight. She's not sitting on the keyboard, not sitting on the mouse, not jumping on my laptop, not knocking over the iPad. So she's been good. She also hasn't fallen off the desk yet. It's still early. She has done that on stream. So, still sung by the Smiths. I haven't listened to the Smiths in years. Oh, you meant the emote. Oh, do you mean the blue dog? This thing? The little blue dog? Or the hedgehog? Alright, so remove get charts and grow. If we jump into here, the sprint, we should hit refresh. If I remove task QA team. Oh, and we hit an ad break. Alright, ad time. Drop, can it work for me? It should work for everyone. So if you do exclamation drop, I'm doing Grumpy Max face, it should work. I don't know if you're in ads. So for those wondering why there's a blue dog, the blue dog finally won in Majora's Mask. So, yeah. I'm like, yay! Hence the blue dog. It's a silly little joke, but, you know, Majora's Mask is one of my favorite games. Alright, so I've got that done. No, it can't drop, it seems. Oh. Oh, you're right, too. It should be dropping. Oh, there is a cooldown. There is a cooldown. Alright, I've made a boo-boo. 10 seconds. Alright. Yeah, I made a boo-boo with this. That's not a problem. Down, no. You know you're not... Alright, talking about her being... Talking about socks being good. Yep, no. She's like, you know what? I'm going to jump up onto the monitor again. I did one, but the game is positioned where... alright. Hopefully it works soon. I think there's a 5-minute cooldown. So it might work in 5 minutes. Okay, so... I've just lost my train of thought. Bear with me, a couple of seconds. Holy hell, Nocturnal, that was going fast. Sorry, my video feed's about 40 seconds behind. There we go, it's working. Okay, we were deleting this, we were making sure that this removes this when all of these are the same. So we've got parent object type, parent object type, parent object ID, parent object ID. Okay, cool, where it has to be at least one of these. When they're all the same, that means there's a match and we're just being like, out of here. Alright, cool. There you go. Start it. Oh, cheers. Thank you very much. So, yeah. Alright. I'm going to hit refresh. Am I building this? Yes, I am. I am... Oh, I want to add in a duplicate. So, let's go simple task. So that should be this one. And we want to add it to project 2. So I'm just going to be like a simple task. All right, cool. We're going to add it to project 2. We don't actually have this at the moment. So if we hit refresh in here, it actually is deleted. So we want to go project 2 and we want to go is subject of project 2. We're going to save. All right, cool. This will update this information over here. So we've got a simple task in both. We're going to delete the bottom one. We're going to go yes. All right, still didn't delete it. I've got to get rid of that console log. I am just going to pass it through here. I'm going to make sure that I'm doing the right calls on this one. So we've got the parent object ID, parent object type. I'm about 30% sure I've got the correct spelling. Well, what you got thinking this name? What do you mean? Sorry. Oh, in the console log. It's naughty of me having leaving these in. Alright, I've got to wait. I think because I edited the VueJS, sorry, this actually takes a little while to compile. Oh, alright, cool. So, the way that I came up with the robotic head name was in high school. I used to doodle a lot. I'm terrible at drawing things. Absolutely terrible at drawing things. I was still drawing stick figures when I was 16. And then finally I was able to be like, alright, cool, I'll draw a face, but I couldn't draw a body, so what I did was I turned them into just floating heads and stuff like that, and they're like robotic heads, and I was like, alright, cool, this is robotic head. And that's how I got the name. So, once again, naming things. Yeah. It wasn't until later that someone also pointed out, it wasn't until like a couple of years ago that someone pointed out that you could be taken the wrong way in a sexual way, and I'm like, alright, yep, cool. That's too late now. The cat says the code is trash, I'll do a PR to fix it, yeah. She'll also sit on the keyboard and mouse to try and fix the code too. Alright, so I want to add this back in, so I'm going to have to refresh on this because I've got some special cases. I want a project, I want to say it is a subject of this particular object. I'm going to go in here, I'm just hitting refresh. So we've got the simple task back here, and we're going to delete it. Oh yeah, no, socks, treats. She was about to jump down and run. Ooh, hit the fan then. Alright, secret screen. Alright, in your bed. Actually, just wait, before I do that, I'm going to move the mouse, sorry, the camera. Because the last thing people want to see is that going crazy. I'll get rid of my bottle of water. There we go. Alright, in your bed. In your bed. In your bed. Alright, I don't have the treats on me. They're outside. I'll be right back. In your bed. Come on, socks. You know the... Come in your bed. Good girl. Alright, no, don't just get in your bed and get back out. In your bed. Alright, there you go. Years it's taken me to teach her those words. Years. So many years. Max isn't coming. Alright. And yeah, Nightbot cheats. It's because the Nightbot drops every single every 5 minutes or something. I forgot how long I said it. And because it drops at the same time every single stream, it always gets the same scores. Okay. And I found this little dude today. This is an ugly cat toy. I forgot about this. I bought it for a prior cat called Toby Tripod, and then a dog found that cat toy and ripped off one of its legs. So yeah. Alright, let's get back into it. Oh, it's an ugly toy. Look at it. It's meant to be, I think, a mosquito or something like that. And I found it. Oh, is it the same leg that he had cut off? It is the same leg that he had cut off. Because he had that one. Amputee Amber had the other one. Alright. Alright, so I've got on this. I am going to go delete simple task. Am I doing something silly and I'm not removing the thing? I am doing something silly and I'm not removing the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I am silly and did not remove the thing. Now, this isn't optimistic. This is... Alright, just wait. Oh, sorry, wrong key presses. Oh, wrong thing again. The camera, we can't see your Viking personality. Oh, don't worry. We'll bring back the camera. Now that Socks has run off. Usually when she gets a treat, she runs off and then she'll come back in about half an hour. Now, I don't think I need the response, so I can actually get rid of that and just do this. And then I need a dot then. Oops. And then I'm pasting this. So this is remove get row single. All right, cool. Yep. And then notify the user 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Okay, so I'm happy with all of that. We've done that to do now. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. I want to remove that. And I actually want to put it at the start of this. So it tells the user, we find out if we're removing it, the OA, or if we're removing it from the sprint. And yeah, cool. So if I hit refresh, that should actually be gone. So I've got to add it back in, so bear with me, it won't take too long. Create new link, we want a project, we want to say this is a sub-project of this. Cool. I'm going to hit refresh. So there's our simple task. If I click on this and I go yes, boom, it gets removed. Now if I move this and put it into here, we've got it up here. Okay, I'm just going to hit refresh. Oh, we're not doing the parent. All right, cool. We've got another sort of bug I've got to fix very, very quickly. It won't take long. It honestly won't take long. We forgot to implement the remove functionality. It will take not long. So we've got the render get row, and we've got this remove functionality, and we just need to sort of port these lines over into here. So we're just gonna const data remove. I'm just doing a good old right click and copy. Like that. All right. Cool. We do have mouse down. Yeah, so it'll be part of the mouse down, data to remove, it'll be the MD object, MD, yep. Which is part of that, which is part of that. Part of that, which is part of that. We don't need to worry about the new parent object ID, and that's it. That's really it. So we go back into here. We are going to hit refresh. We're going to be like, all right, sweet. It is part of the add new image. We're going to be like, boom, there it goes up there. We're going to hit refresh. I'm just going to do this so you guys can see. So there's our add new image. Now, one thing I want to test is making sure that this will work. Removing something up here. It says it's removed it. We don't have 7 of those though, so there is a bug. All right, if I hit refresh, we do have that removed. We're going to add that one back in again. It won't take too long. Task, what was it? It was add new image. I've got to fix this up. That is going to be a quick fix. All right, so we're up here. We can move this all the way down and all that kind of fun stuff. I'm going to hit delete. I'm going to go yes. We do hit data and we do see all of that. Which means I've got a console log up here. I think I know what I've done wrong. All right, this is going to be very quick. maybe not. Renegade row. Going up here. Drag drop. Confirm removal. Alright. Let's hit refresh. Let's re-add that object back in. So we're going to go task. We're going to add back in, add an image. We're going to add it back in. It'll be up at the top. Then we want to go to our Vuex. We want to hit confirm delete, and this is the data we're looking at. So if I hit confirm delete, notice how the parent object type is null. So I need to put in a check for that. Yeah, all right. Not a problem. This is why we test. All right, confirm delete. Yeah, confirm delete. So we've got this data in here. This didn't quite work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go const pot equals payload dot parent object type. And then what we're wanting to do just realize that's an or statement instead of an and statement. Oh no, that's an and statement. Sorry, my bad. I can do this a lot better. I can do this so much better. All right, give me a couple of seconds. What I want to do, state dot parent object type equals, and we're going to use payload dot parent object type equals undefined, or payload dot parent. One reason why I'm using shorthand here is the next sort of thing is just going to be condensed. So what I want, state.parent object ID equals, and then if POI equals undefined or POI equals null, then what we want to do is we want to default that to 0. Else it's going to be POI, and we're happy. State.parent object type is going to be the same thing, where parent object type equals undefined or parent object type equals null. Then it'll equal that, otherwise it'll be the original parent object type. I am using Vim. I'm using the Vim bindings and stuff like that. So I can do stuff like that. Or am I mistaking myself? Yeah, I should be using this. Yeah. All right, cool. So it's not something else. All right, cool. I think that's going to be a lot better. Yeah, and the reason why we're using this is so this is more condensed. I mean, in reality, we could put those in there and stuff like that, but the line's getting way too long then, and I'm just like, ugh. So if I hit refresh and I hit delete, done. Perfect. All right, we're handling that sort of thing. And if I hit, let's say, delete for this particular one, perfect. All right, so yeah, we just clean up a bit of code, fix it up, and yeah, everyone's happy. So if I delete this one, didn't remove it. So now we're going to find out why. So what I want to do, click on Gantt chart. I want to go through all of this. And I want to find that add an image, which will most likely be the last one. Upload an image of a cat. Oh, that's the description. Upload an image of a cat. No, that's that one down there. All right. Simple task, QA team. Eating pancakes, yep. I haven't made pancakes in a while. I actually have the ingredients, so I can make pancakes tomorrow. Which is nice to know. Alright, so we've got add an image. It was the top one. I should have known that by the way it's laid out and stuff like that. So, and I've got to fix that layout in a second. So we've got parent object type is null. Alright. I need to add in a conversion. So when we've got the Gantt chart data, we've got this condition, and null does not equal empty sort of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have let parent object type equal row.parent object type. Actually, we could make this a const. So I'm just cleaning up the little things. Okay, if that equals null, then we want to default to that. Otherwise, it'll be row.parent object type. So that will be perfectly fine. And then we can get rid of this line here, and we can just type in parent object type and call it a day. So yeah, the one problem, if we go over into JavaScript over here, and let's say var a equals null, and var b equals an empty string. If I go a equals b, we've got false. They don't equal the same. Alright, because they aren't the same. So, that's why I'm converting this null into an empty string. Now, I could also do it as undefined, but it shouldn't be undefined because we're actually getting the data from the backend. We're never setting it to undefined. So, yeah. So, I'm going to hit refresh. We don't have that add object in anymore, so we're going to go task. We're going to go add image in. We're going to go this. All right, cool. It's there. I'm just going to refresh anyway. I'm going to do this. I'm going to click on this. And I'm going to be like, all right, cool. We're removing it. Still hasn't removed it. Why? Or didn't I do this in time? I'm gonna... Highly possible I didn't... Because it took 6 seconds to sort of compile and stuff like that. I might not have gotten it to time, but I have a feeling that I had enough time. Add image. Alright. More of an Indian pancake. It looks like one, but entirely different. Okay, fair enough. I also be meaning to make the Korean pancakes with kimchi and stuff like that. So sort of like this sort of stuff, which I love eating. So yeah, gotta learn how to do that. All right, so we've got add an image. We delete it. Yeah, it's not removing it. All right. I can't stand American giant pikelets. They're called pancakes. Giant pikelets? I don't know what you're talking about. Like these? Alright, we call these... That one is thick. I wouldn't be calling that one a pancake. But yeah, we call these ones pancakes, and we call the smaller ones pikelets. difference between pancakes and pikelets? All right, let's find out. While pancakes and pikelets are pan-fried, batter-based treats, they have some differences. Pikelets and pancakes different in ingredients. Okay, fair enough. Pancakes use eggs and fat, while pikelets are simply with self-raising flour and milk. Okay, but I didn't know that. I honestly thought they were just the different sizes, but I was wrong. Texture-wise, pancakes are fluffier, large, and round, while pikelets are smaller and thinner. Okay, cool. Search for Malpa. Alright. I don't know what that is. Ooh. Makes your family with these ingredients delicious and flavoursome. Soften the center. You're gonna have all the red Indian style pancakes. Oh, they do look delicious. Oh, okay. Right, I am getting hungry. I have eaten today. I am getting hungry. Give me a couple of seconds. Sorry, I'm actually gonna put this on my personal computer, my laptop. Malpa. Alright, cool. There it go. Sweet. Pikelets are a British thing. Yes, alright, cool. What keyboard would you suggest for a quiet yet mechanical experience? I honestly don't know, because I go for the loudest keyboards possible. I purposely stay away from the quiet keyboards. I like to hear when I'm pressing in the keys and stuff like that. So yeah. Extra butter on the pikelets. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Do you ever get the butter? All right. This is. I do this on pancakes. All right. So, what you do is. So the image is over here. I'm just going to bring this across. So what I tend to do, I get a bit of butter there, put it a blob, and then I cover it in honey very, very quickly. And what actually happens is it stops the butter from melting. It actually keeps it in that sort of semi-solid state. Does anyone else do that? And then I love like getting to the butter because it's extra soft at that point. So, 11 p.m. and I cannot eat anymore or I'll get fatter. Fair enough. Well, yeah, me too. Me too. Snack time, yes. Yeah. Doesn't that cause a problem when you're on Zoom calls? Are we talking about eating the butter or butter pancakes? Sorry, I've lost the context there. I've lost code. What could... Oh, yeah, no, don't worry. I found the context again with the keyboards and stuff like that. So, not really. We use Teams at work, and we're finding that Teams is sort of cutting out quite a lot of the background stuff. Up until recently, Teams wasn't sort of sharing any of my music or podcasts I was listening to. However, recently that's now enabled, which is annoying. So, yeah, no, it usually gets cut out. If I'm eating pancakes, I normally just have sugar and lemon juice. Oh, fair enough. Yes, that is a good combo. That's a good combo. I normally don't have syrup. Yep, fair enough. I like honey. I do like the honey on it. I have mute on my headphones. I use that. Lemon sugar the best. Fair enough. Yep. What was I doing? I was adding this in, and then we were deleting that, and then we're making sure this sets up that, and I'm realizing... Oh, we've hit an ad break. Alright, cool. Ad time. Let's actually solve this Rubik's Cube. I've mucked up a couple of times. This is on me here. So, I've got these two sides which aren't matched up, and then what I want to do is I want to match this up like this. And then I've got one side which isn't matched up. I've got another side which isn't matched up. Now they're the same. So now I've got to do this little jiggy to get these matched up. Like so. I make my pancakes thin, not crepe thin, but thin enough you can roll them up. Ooh. I haven't... My pancakes end up being like a bit... And thank you very much for the follow, Blast Codes. Yeah, thank you very much. I don't know if you can hear me at the moment, if you're getting ads or not, so I'll say that again after. And Natural Cause, 9/11, thank you very much. Once again, I'll wait till the ads are over and I'll re-say this just in case you guys are in ads. So yeah, I have a bit of Nutella. Now, if it's the Australian bit of Nutella, it's very similar to the bit of Milo. Yeah. Extra sugar on the top. I want to start remote work, but I don't know, should I get, for the communication part, a gaming headset or a Bluetooth earphones and a dedicated condenser microphone? You could get away with the basic sort of stuff. For example, I use my laptop's microphone whenever I'm using Teams and stuff like that. And I don't always wear these, so I get away with that. That should be fine. A lot of the times, yeah, you should be fine. The reason why I got this was because my partner bought it for me for my birthday a few years ago when I was streaming. Well, yeah, I think I was streaming for a year at that point, and he updated some of their stuff, and he gave me this at the same time too. I think I've had these for nearly 4 years. So yeah. We're no longer in ads. I'll move through this. Anyway, thank you very much, Natural Cause and Blast Codes, for the follow. I am hoping you are enjoying my content. So yes, welcome. And yeah, any regular gaming headset will work perfectly fine. So yeah, where do I reside? Melbourne. So I am a Melbourne boy. We get very defensive about our coffee. We like our coffee here. So yeah, bloody Aussie. Yeah, we're trying to ruin everyone's eardrums. So yeah, with our lovely accent. New Zealand, yeah, fair enough. We don't. Yep. My mother's a Kiwi, so. All right, with this particular one. I'm going to yank, and I'm going to do that, and I'm just going to put... No, it's a const. Don't worry, don't do that. Most New Zealanders move to Melbourne to live. Yep, there are a lot here. That's what happened with my mum. She just moved here. And Matt Bird's Quest, welcome. Thank you very much for the raid. How was your stream? Welcome, everyone. I am Robotic Head. I'm working on a project management system called NearBeach. Please note we are heavily working on the sprints functionality. This is just temporary layout. This will change. It looks ugly at the moment. So, yep. With NearBeach, you can sort of input your organization customers. You can create Kanban boards for moving tasks around. You can gather user requirements and break them down into requirement items. From there, you'll be able to create projects and tasks and assign them to people, and when you're ready to deploy, you've got a request for change functionality and put it in there, just in case any of you have ever gone through CAB before. So yeah, welcome. What were you up to? Speaking of New Zealanders, and welcome Crunchy Punch. That was the easiest solution, but I have a big freaking head as it is, and that might make it look even bigger. Fair enough. You can always get like the just basic sort of headset type of stuff. I knew people at my last job who used the Apple things that go in your ears. I keep forgetting what they're called. I'm terribly sorry with this. What are they? The EarPods. Accessories. AirPods. Wait. Oh yeah, they had these. The AirPods. and they worked really, really well. So yeah, I just don't like them, and that's just a personal thing. So yeah, welcome. I met Chris. Yep. You've just done 24 hour. Holy hell! Countdown for every single time zone, including the weird in between ones. Oh, fair enough. I've got on a rant twice already about time zones in Australia. We have some weird ones in Australia. So yeah. Oh, that sounds fun. Hawaii finally had their New Year's. Oh yes. All right. Cool. It has been 50 minutes since my rant because I think that's when I checked out that time. Oops, sorry. My cat is in the way of my keyboard. So excuse me whilst I. So Hawaii's finally in the year 2025. All right, congratulations. So yeah, I'm a Kiwi, Canadian. Crunchy is also a Kiwi. Oh, fair enough. So yeah, so I'm Australian. My mother's Kiwi, my father's Australian. I was born here. I've been to New Zealand once. I've been meaning to go back. So yep, it was fun over there. Everyone in the world is now 2020. Yeah, not 2020. Oh God. 2025. I nearly said 2015 before. All right, I just don't know what year I'm in at half the times. I don't know my age. Got there eventually. Wow, every countdown, you must be exhausted. Yes, 24 hours. Holy hell. It's not only time zones that are mucked up. Alright, we also have some really funky borders. So the border for Melbourne, New South Wales, there's a straight line there and then it follows the Murray River and stuff like that. That's perfectly fine. The Murray River belongs to New South Wales. And we're like, okay, cool. We're going to go over here. So we've got Western Australia here, we've got Southern Australia here, and Northern Territory up there. Let's just zoom in on where these actually meet. They don't meet properly. So the line comes up here, and then does a dramatic left-hand turn for, oh God, and then it goes back up. And we never fixed it. So yeah, you've been to Brisbane Airport? Oh, fair enough. Yep. Yeah, I've been to Brisbane Airport. Yep. Yeah. Suffering from 2020 vision. Yeah. They put me in the awkward full body. Oh yeah. Oh. Daylight saving time? Yes, it is for me at the moment, but not everywhere in Australia has daylight saving. So Northern Territory doesn't, Queensland doesn't. I think Western Australia, I've got to look it up to see if they do or don't because I'm not 100% sure. But we've got a weird time zone down here in Yulka, or however you pronounce it. I actually don't know how to pronounce it. You've got a weird time zone down here that is 45 minutes different from Perth. So, yeah. You also have drongos, yes. Yeah, a lot of drongos. I've seen that before. Yep, Crunchy is very cultured. Yes. Yeah, with our wonky borders. I think there's also, I don't know if there's, alright, so there's the one with Queensland. This one's fine. Queensland has like a little nick out of it. And I think one of them, yeah, it gets weird, our stuff, yeah. Sorry, I'm really bad with catching up with chat, so seen that before, which is culture. You've got that annoying music playing. The music is from oh my god, I can't believe I am from Pirate Software. It is from the game, oh my god, it's this game. I'm absolutely drawing a blank. I bought it and I'm drawing a blank. I am so sorry. Alright. I think I've got it. Heartbound, that's it. Alright, yeah, all the music's from Heartbound. So, yeah, it's because it's DMCA free. And stuff like that. Yep, there we go. Thank you for Pipfin. It's from Heartbound. Yep. So the same there. And the middle one's off by half an hour. Yes, Adelaide is off by half an hour. But it gets worse. So we have a Lord Howe Island. Which is in New South Wales. So here it is. It's been rat free since 2016. So we've got Lord Howe Island over there, the distance to Sydney, and then the distance to Melbourne. And they're all the same time zone. And then you go from Melbourne to Adelaide, half an hour, bang. Alright, cool. I was like, why isn't this half an hour difference then? Because, you know, it's just one of those annoying things. Nepal with F45 minutes, yep. Yep. Oh, also this one over here, mate. Yep, this one. This one's 45 minutes difference from Perth. So, yeah. I think that's the same as Hypnotic is playing. Oh, fair enough. We've done Lord Howe Island. Oh, yep. I will eventually visit it. It does actually look pretty. So yeah, I wouldn't mind visiting it one day. So yeah, ooh, that looks like a nice little track. Wait, I better stop looking at it because then I will start planning a holiday, and that's what I don't need to do at the moment. So yes, welcome everyone from Matt Bird Quest's stream. So yes, I'm working on a project management system. We're sort of revamping the sprint section. Now what I've done is I've implemented the ability to have child objects. So the idea is you've got a requirement item, which is a sort of a small breakdown of a user requirement. Now from there you can either have projects or tasks, and they can be children of this particular requirement item. And then you can have a project and then have a task which sits underneath that too. So we've just implemented the child abilities in here, and now what we need to do is we need the ability to sort of delete stuff, and I'm currently working on the delete. So when I hit this delete, it's actually not deleting this from the Vuex. So the oh my god, with my brain, the store data. Hang on. State management. Cool. Sorry, my brain's just. It's the new year. My brain's on reset mode. So we're just finding out why. So yeah. All right. So I am going to go over here. You're going to go to sleep. Yes. Thank you very much for the raid, Matt. Enjoy your sleep. Good night. And yeah, that would have been a massive stream. I've got to make sure that I am definitely following you. Yes, I am now. So yeah, thank you very much for the raid. Yeah. And so we're going in here, and the idea is we're meant to actually filter for this particular data and then remove it. So if I go to the render Gantt row, confirm removal, it's over here with the confirm removal. So remove object. We do this, and then we are definitely hitting it. Yeah, we're definitely hitting it. And we're definitely hitting it with the parent stuff too. I think what's happening is am I not removing it properly? So I'm just going to do a naughty thing. I'm going to do a console log. I'm going to be like data. And then I'm just going to be like Gantt, chart data. I'm just going to, ooh, not undefined, sorry. I'm just going to put it in there. Now we're going to wait about 6 seconds because I got the Vuex. It just takes that long to compile. So yeah. All right. Oh, sorry. I am terribly sorry. Spy Theory triggered. I play podcasts in the background when I'm working, and I've been developing Next.js Django app. I got this in my recommended feed. All right. I'm terribly sorry about YouTube. I do need to actually sort of put all the chats into one and read them from there. I do apologize. I've got Twitch on one side, I've got YouTube on the other, and usually there's not a lot of people on YouTube. So yeah, I do apologize about that. So yeah. And welcome. So yeah, hopefully you are enjoying my stream. You're choking off. I do need to get better at remembering that YouTube is there. I'm doing multiple platform streams. I've got to sort of revamp my streaming sort of setup. So yeah, I've got to ask a couple of people to see what they're doing, seeing if there is a solution where I can combine both chats into one. That would be awesome. So yeah, welcome. All right, so we've done that. We've got that into there. I'm going to hit refresh. I'm going to open up. Oh, we don't have that in there, but that's not a problem. We just quickly add that in. That's a quick. That was a task, wasn't it? That was a test upload image. I'll add an image. I'm just going to add in a couple. Actually, no, I'm going to add in one. Going to add that in. So we've got it up there. I want to go to the console, and then I want to remove it. So since we kind of share the same framework, how did you do auth? All right, so auth-wise, I'm heavily leaning on Django. So if I go into NearBeach views and authentication views and stuff like that. So in here, check first time login. That's just the do a check. Don't worry about that. Check recaps. Don't worry about that. So the login. This is the login in the post. In here, we making sure the user is false. I just go through the usual Django sort of stuff. I still get Django to render partial templates. So if we go into, I have to do this in Chrome because there's a bug in Firefox. I'm just going to go admin, and if I do view page source, so I get Django to still render out all of this, and once it renders out, I also get VueJS to pick up the credentials. So they are under, oh, be careful, socks. They're under here. And in here, I've got app config dev tools. All right, that's true. Use store, yep. Global properties access. No, that's perfectly fine. Oh, where did I put it again? I'm half rendering on the server, so I'm only rendering just the small page. And then you set the tokens via HTTP only server. Yeah. Here it is. And I make sure, because I use Axios quite a lot, I go Axios instance, Axios create with credentials true, and then I pass through the credentials using this. So, yeah. And that's how I got it all to work. So, yeah, if we were to actually look at what is being rendered by the backend, this is all that's been rendered by the backend. So yeah, and I've purposely done that because I kind of want to clear data and remove data if someone moves away from a page, and I want to refresh everything in. So yeah. All right, set tokens via HTTP. Yep, I get it. It's actually what you what I'm struggling. Next.js is about to drop client cookies and only set and read them on server components. Had to make your own middleware from scratch. Damn. So yeah. But yeah, that's how I'm doing it. Hopefully that helps. So yeah. Is it just sessions cookies? Yeah, yeah. Vsauce music and tensor. Yep. Yeah. Alright, so I'm getting back into this, so I'm just going to open up this. We've got 7 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. It's either going to be the first one. So target, add an image. Alright, I'm going to open this up. Project object type is null. I thought we added something in to be like, hey, if that's null, don't make it null. Okay. If row.parentObjectType, I'm cheating here, we're doing a naughty thing, we're going to console log is null. In reality, if that is equals null, we should be sending back that into that. Alright, row, parent object type. Alright. So, I'm just going to wait a little while. Sorry, it takes about 6 seconds to do its thing. It should have done it by now, maybe. Alright, let's just test it anyway. Alright, then let's add object to wizard. Let's go task. Let's go add an image. Let's do that, and let's just delete it straight away. Parent object type is null. Okay. Parent object type I'm running a couple of tests at the moment. Console log payload dot parent object type equals null. All right, now I've got to wait 6 seconds. Sorry about this. It just takes a little while. I'm doing a little dance, having a look at the cube. Do I need to do any more on the cube? No, I can start doing this. All right, cool. That's all done. So I'm going to hit refresh. We're going to add that task back in. And we're just going to delete it. So parent object type, false. All right, parent object type equals null. Then that is false because we've made it like that. All right, cool. And payload is false, so it's not null. All right, and then test true. So that should be like that. Am I mucking something up in this? I don't know. We'll just have to delve just a little bit deeper. So I'm gonna re-add that in. We're just gonna go task, and we're like, all right, cool. Add an image. We're gonna add objects. We're gonna remove it. We're like, yeah, sweet. So test false. All right, cool. So at least one of these conditions has to be true. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this. I'm going to open up this, and I'm going to open up this, and we've got object type task, object ID 7. And we've got parent object ID. Oh, parent object ID is that's where I've gone wrong. All right, cool. So what we're going to also do is we're going to go up here. We're going to go const parent object ID equals row dot parent object ID equals. Now in this sort of case, it equals this. Then we send back 0. Otherwise, we go row dot parent object ID. And I think that is the cause. And then up here, we go parent object ID. Okay, cool. There is a better way of doing this. Uh, 2024 was the shortest year, not gonna lie. Fair enough, it was certainly a leap. Not a number. Okay, so when this actually fails, so pass int, that equals not a number. Oh, that probably doesn't work. So let's go var a equals this. So if we go pass int a, we've got not a number. If I go like this and go not a number, that's false. Oh, all right, so that won't work. I was hoping that would work. So I'm just going to remove that. Now it should be defined. So that will be perfectly fine. So I've got to wait 6 seconds for this to compile. So yeah, whilst we're doing that, let's just do this. We'll go there, then we'll do that. Move that down there. We'll put that in place. Oh, it's compiled. All right, hitting refresh. We're gonna add stuff in. Gonna add that object in, and now we're gonna delete it. We're gonna go yes, and it removes it. Perfect. All right, so getting all this done now. I've just got to think, what else am I missing? We need to sort order everything in there. And then, what's the time? 9:30. Okay, I can keep going. I think the sort ordering of stuff shouldn't be too hard to do. What else do I need to do? Because we've got the movement down perfectly fine. We've got it set up that it checks to make sure that the user can move stuff in there. So for example, simple task can be moved into there, but if I have, let's say, task QA team up here also, I won't be able to move it down here because it already exists. But it will flag that the person can do it, but when they drop it in, they get a warning being like, hey, can't do that. We've got everything being moved up, so simple task will move up to here. That will remove that particular thing. We just now need to, yeah, it's just the sort order that we've got to do. Also, I am waiting for this ads to roll. It did say it was happening. There you go. All right, ads. Welcome back, everyone. Let's finish this cube off. So, I think I'm getting headlights. Yeah, I'm getting headlights again. Yay! I gotta learn how to do that. You look like a Viking, not gonna lie. Yeah, well, they have a lot more hair on their head. I'm going bald. It's like, I'm just happy that I made it to the end of last year with not having to shave their head. Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna be. Just wait. I'll have to do this as ginger bearded bald guy. I'm gonna be looking like this soon. Do the curls. Alright, now, natural cause, can you, do you have ads or don't you have ads? Because I'm happy to wait till after, the ad breaks end in a couple of seconds anyway, so I'm going to move straight into secret screen. Alright, and we're going to do some curls. Alright. Okay. So. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Right. You haven't seen many ads? Or haven't had any ads? If you got Turbo, you won't get any ads, and I still get paid through Turbo. So, yeah. Otherwise, I know certain regions don't get ads due to certain political reasons. So, yeah. Haven't paid for anything? Oh, okay, fair enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alright, so, and that, and I'm a small niche channel. A lot of advertisers are like, yeah, nah, for me. So yeah, why doesn't you block? I don't know. I don't know how exactly uBlock works or any of that. So yeah. Yeah, sometimes people just don't get ads. And it's that time of year too. So after Christmas has happened, essentially the earnings I'll get through ads drop drastically for a little while because not many people will be spending any more money at this time of year. So yeah, New Zealand is like 3 people, so no one advertised too. Congrats, you just lost a little tiny bit of weight. Yep, my arms are hurting. So yep. Okay, so going on here, we got that working. We've now just got to do the sort stuff. I'm going to commit first. Alright, that was Long Live Chaos Twitch Scam. Alright, they've, sorry guys, there is a spammer who likes to come into my channel spamming things. Alright, there you go. Remove static. Okay, get status. Alright, get add, get commit. Applied the delete / add requirements when moving objects within a sprint. Alright, cool. So we've done that. So npm run watch. Yeah, I just wanted to commit it. I'm I haven't done a commit today, so I've been streaming 2 hours and 40 minutes and no commit. So now I'm like, all right, cool. Let's see what I can do. All right. So we need to sort this. So when it comes out, we just need to implement a sort order, and I think the easiest way to do that is at the Gantt chart side of things. So if I'm just going to close all tabs, I'm just going to open up the Gantt chart, and we've got a getter up here that's get Gantt chart data. So there's our conversion. There's one of our conversions, and this is our second one. I could probably write this better. You lose 5x than that with just sitting. Well, I'm standing at the moment. How much do I lose? Just trying to think. If you sit and you're doing it, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, never thought about that. All right. One thing is, I'm looking at this. And I'm kind of like, I can probably write this better. So we've got a string to lowercase here equals parent object type. All right. There's a bell in my head that sometimes rings, being like, you can do better code than this. It's currently ringing. Who made you stand? Oh, I make myself stand sometimes. I don't like sitting all day, and I don't like standing all day. So you'll see me go up and down throughout the stream. Usually, a lot of the times, you'll see me just go up and then stay up. So yeah. And Sinful, how are you going? Welcome back. All right, so Socks is not in the room at the moment, but we will try and find her. I'll go on the screen, move the mouse. Yeah. Hey, how are you going? They'll lose 10 times weight than that. Yeah, I'm hoping to lose weight. I need to lose a lot more weight. Alright. Socks isn't here at the moment, but she will be in a second. Socks, come on. I'll go get her. Socks. Yeah, come on. You know where to go. In your bed. Are you gonna jump in? You gonna jump in your bed? Yeah. Alright, in your bed, sweetie. Good, how am I? Yeah, I can't complain at all. It's been a very busy week. I got myself a NAS. So finally have a NAS. Oh, hey Max. Here you go, buddy. Yeah, you get some treats too. It's orange. It's the old computer. So I had a friend sort of turn it into a NAS. Thought you said NES. Fair enough. Fun little fact, you might hear me call it the Naked Academic Student. The reason why we call it that is because when my friend was first doing NASs and stuff like that, his wife got absolutely sick and tired of him talking about the NAS, so we had to find a way to say it without saying NAS, so we called it the Naked Academic Student, and she was fine with that. So, yeah. I need a NAS one day. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I've got enough images to justify it. Yeah, I filled up a 2 terabyte and I'm like, oh god. So, yeah. Yeah, Socks has been cute at the moment. Bigger than my future. Yes. So, yeah. I am going to switch back into the workstation mode and we're going to start applying the sort. Now, the reason why I'm saying I can do this better is because I could probably turn this parent object type from being a null into being that. And do the same with the other one and handle the conditions like this. And that will work perfectly. And Socks has run off. She's actually on the windowsill. So, secret screen. There you go. There she is. You can hardly see her. I do apologize. My camera's not the best. You can see my reflection. That's the thumbs up. Just in case that looked like something else. So, yep. I'll put this back up here. So yeah, the NAS, it's right behind me. It's my old PC. This is the one that got replaced last year. So yeah, I'm happy. So one little problem, I don't have an Ethernet cord. So, considering years and years and years, I've always had Ethernet cords. So I'm like, oh, you have one, and stuff like that. And the one time I need it, I don't have it. So I've already ordered it on Amazon. PC and Melon, Atari. Yeah, it's orange. Originally, that PC was going to be orange. We bought the box that said it had an orange case in it because I was essentially copying my friend's case. I was like, your case is awesome. I just want your case. And then it was a black case, and because he also set up this NAS, we got to harvest the orange little things from it. So yeah, ting taring ting ting. Yeah. I don't know what you mean by that though. So, can I do this better? Yes, I can. It's a tune. Okay, fair enough. Yep. Now, I should be able to mutate this. So, parent object type equals parent object type equals null. We are going to be... We're going to do that. Otherwise, we're going to be like parent object type. All right, and then if the parent object ID I'm going to have to actually properly think about this. But what we need to do I always screw up on this. So JavaScript sort lower state to higher state. So ascending. JavaScript sort ascending multiple fields. How to sort an array of objects by multiple fields. This is perfect. So what we want to do, data sort function, AB, A city, local compare. All right, cool. Oh, all right. You could use change sorting approach by taking, all right, cool. So in here, AB such that we've got something like that, and then we return, and then this is where we do the stuff to it. So I'm just going to open up this. I'm going to open up our VueJS. I'm just going to jump into, oh, we don't have any VueJS sort of stuff. I'm just going to put a 1 in there. We've got to wait about 6 seconds for everything to recompile. Okay, success. All right. Gonna refresh this. Everything's gonna look the same. I just wanted to jump into this. Gantt chart, we wanted to open up this. We actually want to do it by the start date, end date, for the start date and end date. So they're cool. So we definitely want to do the start date first. So that will be a dot, and it's just start date, greater than b dot start date. We're going to leave it like that for a second. Now that's erroring out because we did an a dot and left it like that. We're going to wait 6 seconds. All right, so if I do a refresh, this would mean, ooh, requirements will pop up at the top because it doesn't have a start date or end date. And then this project popped up before this project. So if I... that's a bit concerning. It's very concerning. It's now not moving that. Oh, hold on. December 24th. If I go now, all right, cool. So project only admin, we're now expecting to be on the bottom if I refresh. No. They're the children. All right. So I've also got to do it down here. So dot sort, where A and B is such that we're returning A dot start date is greater than B dot start date. Now, I get this mucked up all the time, so we're just experimenting. We're going to do the start date first. What works for the start date, we're going to do for the end date. And we're going to keep it simple. And then I'm going to refresh after 6 seconds. There we go. So we're going to refresh. So under here, we've got project QA team, project only admins. All right, cool. So what I want to do is then I want to move this guy down here. Ooh. Okay. So that's not going to work how we want it to. So if you notice, it's jumping up and down. We're going to have to do something smart to get this to work. So I'm going to say this is a little bit more trickier than I actually initially thought of. This is not ideal. This is a no. Let's not do that. This is also why I committed before, because I can go git reset hard, like it's perfectly fine. So we made an assumption. We tested that assumption, and this is fine. We tested the assumption, it didn't work, and we're like, all right, cool, didn't work. We're gonna have to come up with something a little bit more smarter. So we've got a couple of options we can do here. So one of them is we've got our SQL statement. We can order in here. Apply order update. And that will be fine. That will work really well. We just apply the order there. Everything's all in order. We're just, when we filter stuff, it'll be in that same order. And when we render stuff out, it'll be in that same order. That's an easy solution. All right, everyone's going to be happy about that. And I think it's because we're adding stuff into tables with temp table. Oh, now that's actually, hang on, I'm gonna step back and correct myself. We're union. We're doing union. So, not exactly plausible. Alright, so problem. We're using unions. Oh, that's meant to be a sad face. I'm not too worried, because also in the same query, we're creating a temp table. We can create another temp table. We can just insert stuff into that temp table and then just publish what we need. That's a solution. So that's not going to be very hard. That's quite literally us creating a new temp table and just inserting stuff into it and all that kind of stuff. All right, so another solution would be when initializing. So when we're initializing the state management. We can easily apply a sort order. So if I have a look in the Gantt chart view and I scroll up, we've got our update Gantt chart. We've got the Gantt chart list. We've got the update Gantt chart status list. We've got the we've got the update Gantt chart data. So that might be a possibility. I'm just trying to remember where we're using that. We're using it in one spot. That's part of add objects though. All right. Well, and that's fine. We've got to find out how I'm initializing the list before we cross this off. Because if we can do it as we're initializing stuff and be like, hey, we've got our data, we're just going it right in there and stuff like that, we can. We can also hang on, I want to see if this is plausible first before I have other ideas. I've got another idea that can actually improve this idea. So we've got components, we've got the Gantt chart, we've got the Gantt chart information. So this is where we get all the information. We should initialize it here. So mount it, initialize data. So we go into the implementation, initialize data. If this destination equals that, return. Yeah, all right, cool. So yeah, escape conditions. We get the data. Initialize Gantt chart data. So we do actually have it in here. But where is that? Ah, that's not a mutation. That's actually part of an action because there is business logic around this. So calculate the delta, number of days. You gotta commit update Gantt chart data, delta days, Gantt chart data. So yeah, this initializes everything, and we've got the Gantt chart data in here, which payload Gantt chart data map, convert the dates. So we're converting the dates and all that kind of stuff. We just add in a sort order here, and that will work perfectly fine. Another method we could potentially use, and I think we're going to have to do it anyway, is we're going to have to add in, all right, cool. Let's actually do this. Let's do this very quickly. So sort A and B, where return A dot start date is greater than B dot start date. All right. So I'm going to make sure that's correct. Sorry, it's going to be 6 seconds. Oh, it's going to be a lot longer. It's going to be a minute almost. Okay, cool. I'm just doing a little dance. All right. Okay. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm just picking who we're going to raid in the next half an hour, so don't mind me being like, oh yeah, gotta raid them. This comes out really wrong. I do apologize. So now we've got this working. So if I move this, it no longer pops up and down and stuff like that. And we're like, oh, sweet, cool. Now, what I'm talking about, we're going to have to also implement a manual way of this. So I do want to have an like a little button and to resort things in here. So a little menu drop down. The menu drop down will probably have these buttons in there and all that kind of stuff. We're going to simplify this and make it look a lot nicer. So yeah, that will work perfectly fine. I am liking that. So if I leave that like that, we're going to have project only admin now appear at the bottom. And we're going to have this simple task appear at the very, very top. Oh, sorry, I didn't have enough time for the simple. So project QA team now appears above the project only admin. All right, sweet. And if I refresh that, why isn't simple task? I don't know why simple tasks dates aren't being updated, but I'm going to say that's okay. For the moment, we will investigate with that shortly. If I change this task, it does send the data. Status ID, end date, start date. Get data, project 2. No, that's not correct. Okay, we found another bug. I'm clicking on mouse down. I'm going to move this. So it's task that we're moving. I'm going to move this to the start. So task QA team starts on the 20th. Starts on the 21st. If I move it back. What if I move the project to there? All right, we've got a bug. We'll get to that. Sort order though, that's looking pretty good. We just need to finish off our last sort of thing. So we need to click on this or, all right. I think that's it. That's all we need to do with that particular thing. All right. So that should be the sort order. If we just wait a couple, we're gonna wait like 60 seconds. All right, you know, this one takes forever. There we go. That one actually took a little bit longer than usual. If I hit refresh, this is looking perfectly fine. We just now need to fix up the simple task sort of stuff. We're gonna find out that bug. We're gonna fix it, and we're gonna be like, why is this happening? Because it was working perfectly fine before. Anyway, it is ad time at the moment. I do need to go to the bathroom because I have been streaming for 3 hours. I will be back. Anyway, sorry about that. Welcome back, everyone. Let's get back into it. So I'm going to be like remove static, git status, git add, git commit applied a sort order for the initial get chart load. Done. Alright, cool. npm run watch. Gonna have the last bit of this water. Alright. Yep, that's loaded up. So I'm gonna hit refresh. The idea is, if I move this QA team, it should be sending that as a task. The 2 is correct. That's going to be 8. I'm just going to delete all of those. I'm going to move this one. So that did that correctly. All right. Let's update this data. Gantt chart information. We've got update data. We've got Gantt chart render row. I think. Update Gantt data. Let's remove that. We've got this task down here, which is task 8. And what I want to do is I want to remove this and let go. And we've got project 2. Oh. All right, something's not correct. Oh, nearly dropped my pen. So we're going to find out what went wrong, and then we're going to quickly fix it. So what I want to do, I want to go back into the view. I want to go mouse down. We know when I'm mousing down on this is a task, and 8. And then when I've let go, it's reset back to the object ID 0. Okay, cool, but I don't know why it's using the next tick. Okay, so going in here, let's go back down here. We've got object type. You're off to sleep. Anyway, thank you very much, Natural Cause, for coming by. So yeah, get some good sleep. So yeah, thank you very much for coming. Now we've got a problem. So this is updating object type, object. It's these 2 lines. So it's not the data that we're update data requirement. End, middle, or start. Yep. So data equals the store dot get chart single data row. So this MD, the mouse down index, data to send is data to send status ID is the data.status ID. Now, that's a single row with mouse down index. Which is 0. Alright, nope, I know how this is broken. And why it works when we use these. Okay. We're no longer using the mouse down index. Okay, we're gonna fix this. We're only using get Gantt chart single data, this particular call in one location, so it's fine for us to actually edit it. So we're going to go up here, and we're going to go scrolling down, we're going to go get Gantt chart data by, and hang on, we're going to copy, get data single row. Like so. So it's this particular one. We've got the index. We actually don't want to use the index now. What we want is object ID, object type, parent object ID, and parent object type. So that gives us something unique to work with. So in here, what we're now doing is we've got this dot mouse down object ID, this dot mouse down object type, this dot mouse down parent object ID. Now we don't have it in this particular call, this dot mouse down parent object type. So we're actually going to call these in. This is on line 337. So mouse down parent object ID is get MD parent object ID, MD parent object type. So this will get 1. All right. So up here, oh, Sandy Lee, how are you? Happy New Year. Did you do anything special? How have you been? And all right, nothing special. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. That's okay. Did you have fun at least? And then that should. You are alone. Oh, I'm sorry to hear. Just like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Sandy. Oh. Have you been going on the app? Just eating a whole chicken? Fair enough. Fair enough. Nothing wrong with that. Unless you're a vegetarian. Oh, mate, I'm that too. Don't worry about that. Alright, so we're gonna do all of this. Now, if that is... Ooh. Alright, so what I'm going to do, in here, we get the data. We get the data. If data equals undefined, we're gonna throw an error and return this. Dollars, sorry, Yep, this $store.dispatch a new toast where the header is error updating get data message. We have had an issue isolating that particular record. Extra classes is background danger. Delay is going to be 0, and we'll keep it like that. Oh, and we're going to return. I think Socks is happy anytime I feed her. So, yeah. When I first got Socks, this is coming up on 10 years ago. Because she was a stray, she didn't really know when her next food was coming. So she actually got really fat because she kept eating and eating and eating. And I was like, well, they've got 2 cats, Toby Tripod and Socks. And I was like, you know what, I can't starve Toby Tripod. He's used to always having food there. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to keep food out there. She got really pudgy, and then one day she realized it just clicked. Like she was eating and I just filled up the bowl, and she's like, oh, there's always going to be food here. I don't need to worry anymore. And she started losing weight again. No pets? Oh. I'm sorry, Sandy. Alright, so if I do that, that should get chart single part. Alright, cool. It's... Oop. And X Mehdi, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I do hope you are enjoying my content. Alright, we need to do something like this. Alright, so if I copy that, I'm just scrolling down here. We're just adding things in very, very quickly. So we've got the let parent object ID equal that and that. Alright, we don't actually have the payloads whatsoever, so we can actually just ignore those. So if the pass in parent object ID equals 0, parent object ID equals 0. Yeah. Parent object type equals nothing. Alright, cool, yep. So, if that should work. And then, scrolling back up, let's initialize, remove Gantt chart, single row. No, that update single chat row. Rows parents. Hang on, I had this before. Update Gantt chart single row parent. Oh yeah, it's this one. I think I chose to be lonely because I do not know there are parties at bars. I just didn't go. Okay. Sorry to hear that. Yeah. I would recommend going to a party, even if it's only for an hour. You never know who you're going to talk to or whoever you're going to meet. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to paste this in. Filter for the data we're going to... Alright, filter for the data we need. So, we don't have Gantt chart data because it's just a copy. So we'll go state.Gantt chart data, like that. All right, and we're just going to place a return in there. So row POI. So that's basic sort of stuff. There's our conditions. There's our that, and then we're just going to do that. We're going to do that, and yeah, I don't think we need. We definitely don't need this anymore. I think that's how we're going to do it. No, you don't deserve to be lonely. No. No. Go out. Have fun. Alright? Now, we're putting through payload. We don't need payload. We just need object ID. Object ID. And then parent object ID for the pay. Yep, alright, cool. And then parent object type. Alright, cool. I think that's what we need. Okay. Easy done. Actually, I'm going to move that one task one up there. I didn't actually have a look at the network. We're not getting any network now. Hold on. We're definitely getting errors. Get chart data is not defined. Alright, hang on. I think I did a spelling mistake. And Vicious, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. I do hope you are enjoying my content. So yeah, we're just fixing bugs, you know, finding I can't spell correctly, you know, the usual sort of things. Oh, all right. Range error, invalidate. All right, and that's on Gantt chart information. Okay, yep. Where am I getting that data from? And why is it changing? Alright, not a problem. We'll do this. Oh, actually, you know why? I haven't done that. I've returned an array, not an object, and we're returning the first object. Sorry, we're gonna wait another 6 seconds to get this done. So, yeah. Nope. I don't know if 6 seconds have passed. It should have. It should have by now. I'm gonna hit refresh. Alright. Had the issue isolated that particular record. Ooh. Alright, so once again, it has something to do with this particular one. So I am going to go do that. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go var a equals that. All right. Yeah, we're gonna console log this out. All right. See that? Yeah, we know what we're doing. So row POI parent object, row parent. So if row POI equals null, undefined, or nothing. All right. So we also have to put up here parent object ID equals undefined. Now there's a number of lines in here, so this is where I start doing something like this. just to make sure the code becomes readable again. So there we go. I've got to wait another 6 seconds. Okay. And Smalls, the Cobalt, how are you going? Morning. I haven't seen you stream in a while. Then again, I haven't been up that late. We hit daylight savings. I know you got removed daylight savings, so I don't know if you started 11 or 12. Are you still streaming, or did you get a job? I took the holidays off. Ah, all right. Yep, fair enough. Fair enough. So. Oh, hang on. I'm making sure I get your name correct. Careful, Socks. Don't step on the keyboard. Pending doom. There we go. There's a shout out. Should be back tomorrow, today or tomorrow, depending if I can get the motivation to press live. Fair enough. It is hard to sometimes press that button, I fully understand. But yeah, anyway, there's a shout out. So Smalls the Cobalt is a level designer, currently building multiple different or designing multiple different levels and stuff like that. So very interesting watch. All right. So and yes, this cat is Socks. There she is, causing trouble. She's always causing trouble. Okay, so we got this. We're going to open up the console. We're going to move this. We're going to be like, oh, array equals none. Okay, so I know I've done something wrong. Now, have I done? So, ID type, ID typed. ID type, ID type. Oh, I think I know what I've done wrong. I think it's this next tick. I think we've got to do it like this. Ooh. Like so. Because what's most likely happening is we're losing data in that next tick. Because we do... if I go over here, if you have a look at the MD object ID, it is set perfectly fine, but the instant I let go of it, it does change sometimes. So console log, yeah, we've... Alright, cool. So I'm going to do that, and then up here we're going to find out what's gone wrong. So we're going to go a simple little console log, and we're going to... What's in here? I'm just going to go console log state, and we're going to go, and I'm checking the... yeah, we can snooze this. There we go. We want to do state.dance chart data. We just want to pull that out so I can have a proper look at it. And yeah, I'm just going to go console log parent data. We're just going to go parent object ID and parent object type. Easy done. And let's pass in object ID. Object ID should be correct. Oops, I should bump that to that. All right, I'm going to hit refresh. I think I accidentally, due to a bug, it moved that thing out of there. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to let go. State. State's nothing. Oh, that might be it. Hang on, I've got to refresh. Alright, there's going to be an extra bug on this. Give me a couple of seconds. I'm going to fix this up. Can't chat undefined. We need to set the is mouse down to false. It is. We're not mousing down anything. Okay. So why isn't any of these passing through? Oh, these passing through. It's a bit weird. So I'm going to put a little console log parent stuff. I'm going to go this.md parent object ID and this.md parent object type here. Ooh, this one won't take that long to actually compile. Famous last words. So simple task, we're going to move simple task. Parent objects are not correct. Empty string. Yeah, all right. Okay, cool. So I am doing something wrong in here. Let's try and fix it. So I'm going to say this is the render-get group, render-get row, I'm going to refresh. I am going to go into the view. I'm going to go into the components. We are going to go into these components. So we've got the render-get root, which is the top one, and then we go. We want to have a look at the next one, render-get root, and then we've got the render-get root here. We've got the parent objects here. So we're not updating the on mouse down thing. So if I go to mouse down, so I need to go to, not the Venv, Vuex. We've got the mouse down. So we've got the update mouse down. So if I search everywhere for that, we've got it in a couple of places. So is mouse down equals false, false. Yep, that's fine. We've got the render-get row in two different places. Okay, so handle vertical move, event, send data upstream, this all commit update, is mouse down true, yada yada yada. Oh, okay, cool. So, oh, that'll be interesting. I think it only does the first emoji. My video feed is about 30 seconds or 45 seconds. Oh, Jesus, it's quite a while away. Oh, nice. You landed. Congrats. So, yeah. We handle vertical move. That's the up and down. We're not hitting this one. Object ID. We don't have the parent stuff in here. Easy done. MD parent object ID. This dot parent object ID. All right, cool. MD parent object type. This dot parent object type. Easy done. All right, cool. I'm gonna snooze that ad break because we will be finishing. If this works, we'll be finishing soon. Otherwise, we'll go into an ad break. I am going to hit refresh. Yeah, that should have compiled. Yep. So I'm going to hit refresh. I'm going to hit the console. All right, so if I move that back here and refresh, it's back there. If I move it to the start and refresh, it's at the start. All right, so we fixed that bug. Sweet. Yeah, so I've just forgot to update something and send that data upstream and so forth like that. So yeah, let's remove my console logs because that's terrible to have them in there. Let's make sure I've removed them from in here too. Let's, this should be cleaned up a lot better. So I'm just going to go return. So that's just going to return that, and we're fine with all of that. And then we do 0 because we're only going to return an object. That should be perfectly fine. The mouse down, we're happy with all that. I'll just go search for console in here. Nothing in there. Sweet. Now it's going to take 6 seconds to run. We are going to run it. We're going to test it. And then if it still works perfectly fine, we're going to call it a night because I have been streaming just a bit over 3.5 hours. And I need to rest. All right, cool. And that took 2 minutes. So I'm going to hit snooze. Yeah, I'm going to complain about those ads. All right, so going to hit refresh. So if we move this project only administration to here, and this one up to here, and this one down to here, and we hit refresh, we do see that, but we should be getting project QA team below this. So if I do that, now our sort order isn't working. All right. Yeah, I'll need to fix the sort order. But anyway, I am going to call it there. We are going to raid Togglebit. All right. So yeah, anyway, thank you very much everyone for joining tonight. It has been wonderful. Happy New Year. Thank you very much, Sinful. Yeah, so we've done quite a lot tonight. I'm quite happy where this is going. I just need to fix that sort order. And then I can say, listen, we've actually implemented what we wanted to do last month. Now, sure, we've stretched it 1 extra day, but that's perfectly fine. Yeah. I will be doing the retrospectives on Patreon, and I will be updating our blogs very shortly to give the roadmap for or what we want to achieve for January. Hopefully tonight or tomorrow. It'll most likely be tomorrow. I'm probably a little too tired to actually write stuff at the moment. So yeah, thank you very much everyone, and I do hope you enjoy Togglebit's stream. I'm going to turn him up, and yeah, let's raid him. And thank you very much everyone on YouTube. We're just going to end. So yeah,